All right, and let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel where today we're going to be checking out the newest release, the Tides of the Void update for Soulstone Survivor. I do apologize in advance if I sound a little off. I just got back from my vacation, and par for the course, I get back from my vacation, and I get sick. Lost use of one nostril so far. My throat is feeling kind of raspy, so I do apologize in that in advance. That being said, we're going to do a little something different with the newest update. So whereas usually I try out the base form of the Myrmidon, or the newest thing that comes out, like we did with the Engineer and the Monkey King, I actually have been putting quite some time into the Myrmidon, so that way I can give a better assessment of how it feels and how it plays currently in this version of the game. So what got added new with the Tides of the, what was this thing called? The Tides of the Void? Well, specifically, we got, of course, the Myrmidon, the newest class with 4 weapons. We also got some new runes, as well as the skill tree for the Myrmidon. And then also, and this is one of the main reasons why I put some time into this game before I, started playing him for you guys. We got something new called Artifact Power. As you can see right here, I have 2 weapons at upgraded a little bit for Artifact Power. You use all those bits you've been getting from the bosses to finally upgrade your weapons even further, as well as a little bit of mineral here. In this case, I believe that's tin over there. No, silver. I believe silver is what that is. Is that what that is? Let's find out. Let's see. No, iron. Okay, so iron is what I need in order to upgrade it further, unless it's the tin. Is it the tin? I can never... You know what? We'll find out. That is... I can just hover over it. Iron! Okay, iron is what we need to upgrade it even further. That, of course, gives you, as you can tell, if you hover over them right here, if I were to upgrade this even further, it's from 4 to 5, I would get a bigger damage modifier and a bigger area modifier for this weapon. The Artifact Power, after you've leveled this up a bit, I believe you have to upgrade them, I think it's 3 times. Let's see if we can get this one right here. So on the 4th time of upgrading them, you get yourself a Artifact Power. They do start off at +1 here. So technically just 4 upgrades to get into +5, and that's when you get Artifact Power. And that Artifact Power basically does something different for each character, but as of right now, the Myrmidon is the only one who currently has an Artifact Power. If you were to go over to these other characters right here and hover over them, it says coming soon. So as of right now, Myrmidon is the only one who actively has one. So in this case of the Myrmidon, based on each weapon, so each one has its own Artifact Power. This one, for instance, the Whale of the Reef summons servants that cause damage and apply brittle. So it's kind of like a little power here. I don't know exactly what it takes to get these to appear. As far as I can tell, let's see. Let me equip this one. Looks like it is units per cast, 520 damage. See, okay, yeah. Oh, it's just an active skill. Okay, so it's a skill on top of your normal skills. It's not actually showing on the bar, by the way, FYI. So you don't have to worry about it taking up another skill. But yeah, I've tried out all the weapons so far. So far, my favorite one has probably been these last 2. The second one being here is called the Hymn of the Depths. Basically, you hit enemies and you get something called Purity here. And basically, once you've gotten enough stacks of Purity, you basically shoot out holy orbs everywhere and deal damage. I believe that is what that is. Let me see. There's a way to see what that does. What is it? Where is it at? I'm going to show this. There he goes. Yeah, here it is. Whenever you can cast a skill, consume 20 stacks of purity to release a wave of light, which damages nearby enemies, and if hits more than 4 enemies, also heals you, lasts 120 seconds. And then also has direct damage caused by the skill is multiplied by 3 on critical strikes. And then we also have Holy Frenzy, which also dazes enemies and also works off of purity. Then we also have this weapon right here, which is the Whale of the Reefs. The Whale of the Reefs comes with its own 2 abilities here. Abyssal Fissure. Hits enemies in a long line in the direction, causing damage. Gain Colossus and Forms. Colossal increases the area modifier by 3% for 6 seconds, and Form increases the critical hit chance by 1% for 6 seconds. His Fury of the Depths basically increases your armor by 6 for 6 seconds. Out of the two skills here, I honestly don't think Fury the Depths is that strong. So if you want to take a different rune, other than the one that gives you another attack, you totally can. As of right now, I'm just leaving there because I like starting out with two skills. I will say probably my favorite feature about this class isn't even a skill that's that strong, but it is a skill. After you've mastered Myrmidon or gotten to prestige level 50, you actually get Sharknado as a skill. Like literally a tornado of spinning sharks. And all of his ice skills basically also have a trait in there called Icy Veins. Icy Veins says whenever you cast a skill, consume 20 seconds of Icy Vein to launch icicles towards a random enemy that cause heavy damage and applies slow. Lasts for 120 seconds. I don't find these abilities right here, Tidal Thrust, Incisive Strike, Frozen Shard, and Glacial Trident to be that strong. But that's just me. I messed around with them a little bit, and I find that these last two weapons are probably the best. The Holy set is probably the strongest damage-wise out of the gate. And then the Trident of the Reefs, what was this called again? Whale of the Reefs was actually the strongest. Let's go ahead and take a look at the skill tree over here so we show the abilities essentially. So the main ability of the Myrmidon is Blessing of the Depths. The Myrmidon now earns fervor for each enemy slain and is rewarded for her loyalty by gaining access to the legendary weapon Fury of the Sea, casting Oceanic Strike frequently and receiving major improvements while her fervor lasts. So basically you become empowered and you start throwing water everywhere. It's actually fairly strong. It's just basically a damage buff, and it builds up rather quickly, and you basically pick up a trident wherever you basically maximized your fervor at, and then, so you can basically use it whenever you want. So if you leave the trident on the ground and you wait for some titans to spawn, you can totally do that. We also got a whole bunch of new runes here, all based around Icy Veins. This doesn't work so well with the Holy Trident, the one that goes with Holy and Sanctified and all that jazz. This one right here, Sanctified Throw, because there's really nothing that works for Icy Veins. Abyssal Fissure works a little bit better because there is a rune that says whenever you gain form, you also get stacks of Icy Vein, so that really works in for you. And then, of course, you have your natural stuff like increased fervor gain, do more damage while having fervor, get increased crit strike chance whenever you have it. All the good stuff you would see in other people's kits. I've almost maxed out the tree. There are a couple places that I have not, obviously, but we're going to play a little bit with this character and show what's going on. So for me right now, as always, I am always taking Efficient Extractor, Material Harvest, and Weapon Expert, just so I have the second skill. Makes the beginning game much easier. I've also gone for Executioner because you're going to be doing a lot of status debuffs through this kit, and you'll see how. And then we also have our Dash Mastery, of course. I feel like it's pretty essential, although, you know, maybe not essential to everybody. We also have Enduring Cold. Whenever you trigger Icy Veins, there's a 20% chance that you will not consume Icy Veins, and then you'll be able to use it again. It's pretty good. And then we have Increase your critical damage by 15% for 5 seconds whenever you consume stacks of Icy Veins. The other one is here, and I might be tempted to, if you wanted to, you know what, we're going to take off the Executioner. We're actually going to roll on the third one because we are going to be able to get stacks of form using our main skill that we'll start out with, and we're going to keep that one, Abyssal Fissure. Neither of these skills is extremely strong, and honestly, most of the skills that come from the Myrmidon aren't strong on their own, but synergistically they work really well. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I am going to go for a map that has iron on that. I finally learned more about the game as far as like difficulties and stuff like that go, and I'll explain that in a minute. I do want to showcase the fact that apparently we got some new maps coming soon. That's pretty interesting because we've had the same 5 maps for since launch, really. But I did realize now that apparently, I guess based off how well you've completed the maps, it also gives you a danger level. So I have actually gotten the Dungeon to Despair all the way up to danger 14, which is pretty crazy. I never really paid attention to that, but we're going to jump into a danger 2 here. Also, we are at Curse 7. Of course, I activate everything except for Ethereal or Lords, just because I feel like it's going to be annoying and I really don't want to deal with it. But I mean, we're still technically Curse 7, so let's jump into it. If you like the content and you want to see more of Soulstone Survivor and content here, make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel because it really helps me out, as always. Let's jump into it, and I hope everyone is having a great day so far. Sorry for the long-winded intro. I felt like there was a lot to talk about. So I did also turn up. Oh, you know what? I do apologize about that cut, but I realized that I actually had the wrong whip unequipped. I did turn my graphic settings back up so you could visually see the skills, just because, number one, their new skills, they look different, and I love the way the coral looks like exploding out. The straight line skill shot is our main attack, whereas like every 3 we do that like AoE of coral around us. That's the one that's going to give us the additional armor. I'm probably going to drop that one fairly soon into this one because I don't really care that much about armor. Hopefully we won't get hit that much. But yeah. Other than that, I also like the way it visually looks. Plus, the only way for you to see Sharknado, which is definitely a skill we're going to be picking up today, is for us to have the graphics up. If you turn it down, like the transparency of the skill down, you basically just get like a transparent water tornado, which is, let's be honest, that's no fun to look at. I want to see the sharks in that tornado. So it looks like we have our first shield mortar up. I am going to go ahead and start selecting some skills here. We also have slow on our skills, but we're also going to go ahead and take some of that. Precision wave is really good. It basically increases your crit strike chance. We're going to go ahead and increase our duration on that. Multicast is always fun. And let's start looking for stuff that we want. I can't remember if Avalanche. Avalanche is going to be busted for this guy. So we're going to do that because it applies our fragility, which basically is going to cause us to do a lot of damage to enemies that get hit by that one. And enemies are going to die really fast. Our trident is already up, by the way. So whenever we get access to our first set of Void Lords, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Actually, yeah. We are only about 75 enemies away from getting our first set of Void Lords, so might as well save that for that. I'm also looking to basically harvest some more stuff here, minerals and stuff, so we might actually do an extended gameplay here. So our first set of lords are down. Of course, we just want to make sure that we're staying out of their AoE if possible. A little bit harder to do when the graphics visibility thing is cranked all the way up, and it's harder to see the ground. But you know what? 1 boss down, 2 boss down, 3 boss down. I think we're doing just fine. I think we are doing just fine. We're just waiting for Alexi to go down. There he is. That was really fast, and we had our trident the whole fight, so the thing does last quite a while once you've upgraded your skill tree a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take out this mortar turret, and we got 20 points here. I didn't even realize we had so many, but we destroyed it. I like taking light beam. We might swap it out for something else. We'll see. You'll notice that we're going to get some icy veins here. But the only source we're really getting them from right now is our main attack. And when we get Sharknado, we're going to get it from that as well. Unfortunately, I'm going to go and ban some stuff. Maybe it'll give me something I want. I'm just banning stuff like left and right that I know I'm not going to use. Smite is actually really good. So is Holy Beam. So don't sleep on those. I just don't want that. I want... Oh, Sea Currents is really good. I'm going to take Sea Currents. And then hopefully we'll find ourselves a shark. There it is, Sharknado. Also, aka Jawstorm is what they call it here. And I'm going to go and replace Fury of the Depths there. And we're going to start working on AoE. And then now we're going to go ahead and start working on the rest of the benefits for our character. Yeah, multicast on Sea Currents. Sea Currents is really strong. Make sure you get a lot of mobility here. Precision Wave is really good. That basically increases the potency of the crit chance buff that you get from Precision Waves from happening. Avalanche is probably going to be your most damaging skill, so we want to make sure to power up whenever we want. And you know what? We're going to be getting a lot of crit chance here, so having extra crit damage is going to go a long way. And all of a sudden, we start seeing our Sharknados going out. Now, the cool thing about Sharknado is not the fact that it damages, because, I mean, I don't really care about the damage of Sharknado because it's not a good source of damage. But what it does do is it basically activates like a sort of like a black hole. It kind of draws enemies into the center of it there, which is really good for us. And the more we actually get on our multicast, as well as our cast frequency, means the bigger stacks or the faster stacks of icy veins we're going to get. Let's go ahead and work our way over here to the shield thing over here. It's dead, already dead. Light beam is going to be a great boon to us on top of avalanche. So honestly, I think we are already at kind of like a winning scenario here. And I didn't even realize that I ever picked up my what should we call it? I didn't even realize that I ever picked up my trident. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and get a couple things here. Let's go ahead and get moving. Multicast, increase the chance of all your ice type skills, which we have 3 of them. We're gonna go ahead and work on modifier there. Let's see, let's go ahead and get some damage increase. If we can get some more movement speed, I'm gonna start taking some Leviathan as well to balance it out. So go agility. Let's get some more crit chance. Slows also cause disarray, which basically fluctuates how much damage your enemies take, which is always a good thing. You know what? I would go for the movement speed. Let's go ahead and merciless. For each skill ice you have, improve your skills without the ice type. Okay. Let's see, Sub-Zero. Yeah, that's basically a purple version of what we just did. Although the crit damage, you know what? We're going with that. Movement, area effect is always good for the whatchamacallit, the Sharknado. Let's go ahead and horrific presence here. Area modifier for Sharknado, so we got even a bigger suction for that ability. And let's start working on taking these guys down, because they're already almost dead, because we're that awesome. Again, playing on Curse 7 and just absolutely annihilating these guys. As long as we don't run into any lasers like that. Looks like Tiagro, the Eternal Giant, over here, Guardian or whatever, is only one left. But he just got melted. Go ahead and take out this turret. Go ahead and take out those guys. And as you can see, we're making great headway with this. We didn't even have the Trident for that. I think the Trident literally just came up. I could be wrong. It's also important to note, again, if you're first playing the game, you're learning, showcasing the stuff, you don't have to pick up any minerals, go out of your way to do that sort of stuff. As soon as you get done playing the map, any minerals that are left on the map are auto-collected. Same with the crystals. I also like to save some of the crystals from the Void Lord, not pick them up until the next set of Void Lords come out. That way I can try to collect as much XP as I can, right as the Void Lords pop up. Essentially, if that makes sense. You know, like, I could be strong now, but I feel like I'm pretty strong as of right now. And I want to save these for as close to the boss as I can. Where is that turret? They're over here. Like, they're getting ready to come up. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this, and then I'm going to run over to the Trident. Let's go ahead and use this level up. Let's go magnetic. I'm going to take some Leviathan. Area effect. Multicast is always great. Multicast and sea currents. Let's do some more agility. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a little bit of armor. Relentless. Again, not really taking damage on Sharknado because it's not a good source of damage from what I can tell. It's more of like a utility spell. It does damage. It looks cool. But I guess they didn't put enough sharks inside the tornado for it to be worth a lot of damage. And all of the Void Lords are down. That blink and you missed it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and knock the rest of these guys out here and make sure we tear through these enemies. I mean, we're tearing through them. Like, hardcore. These enemies... Am I playing on Curse 7? Yeah, I'm playing on Curse 7, but they're just getting demolished. I know there was one point earlier where I was, like, farming enemies. And at one point, I literally saw... my guy do, like, I think I saw the enemy was at like 500,000 damage, and all of a sudden uptick to like 3.1 million. It was pretty crazy how much damage you can build up on enemies. And we're almost at our next set of Void Lord. We only got 150 more. Do I have any crystals down? I don't have any crystals down, which is unfortunate, but not upset about it. The cool thing about the sanctified version of this, by the way, if you decide to go with like the Holy Trident, is that that one actually is one of the few classes in the game that has a active source of life leech. For every couple enemies hit with a skill, you can actually get health regeneration on that character, which is pretty nutty. We're going to go ahead and start working a circle around these guys. I don't want to get too close, so that way Kathaz doesn't hit me with the AoE that she usually does, like right there. But we're going to go ahead and take them out. Dead. We're at 7 minutes in, and we already have 16 lords down. That's insane, right? So Myrmidon right now, as far as I can tell, is a pretty strong class as long as you pick the right skills. And make sure you're playing off your passes and your synergies really well here. So as soon as we get this done, as soon as we clear these turrets, as soon as we clear these last 4 lords, I am going to jump into the boss mode just because I need to start working up on getting some more void crystals, because I am running low on the purple ones, honestly. I've been under 100 purple void crystals for far too long, honestly. And plus, it wouldn't hurt us to get a couple more levels with the Myrmidon so we can help max out the skill tree. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is the Myrmidon. I like the class. It feels pretty strong. Just got to keep an eye out where there's our trident right there. And I have 11 skill points to use, but I am going to wait until right before the Void Lords get ready to pop up. Honestly, I feel like the enemies are starting to slow down as far as the way they're spawning in. Or else we would have already been there, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we're there. And I don't think we've taken much, if any. Yeah, we just took a hit there. Let's go ahead and take these in. I took a whole bunch of hits just trying to collect that green crystal. Let's go get a damage buff. Let's get powerful strikes, lethality, attack speed, merciless. There we go. Ice increases our thrust skills. Relentless, crit chance, damage increase. Blessing of the Depths increases our crit chance while we have Oceanic Strike. Relentless, there we go. Now let's destroy these Void Lords as fast as we can and head on to the next map. Like, they're dying super fast. I'm watching the health pool. I'm gonna be honest, most of this is probably the work of Light Beam. Light Beam and Avalanche are probably going to be our #1 sources of damage. And there we go. All the Void Lords cleared out. And we did that sub 10 minutes on Curse 7. It's pretty awesome. Going to go ahead and spend our spell points here, or skill points here before we jump into the portal, or we'll lose them. I'm going to go ahead and pick up. Let's go ahead and pick up more armor. And we're going to jump into this boss arena right here. Now, if you want to skip to the end of the video and see the damage chart, and you don't want to see me kill a whole bunch of bosses really freaking quick, because I'm probably going to do this 2 or 3 times, just because it's so fast. Instead of having to kill a whole bunch of enemies, it feels like every minute you get Void Lords to spawn in here. And you also still get your minerals and your Void Crystals stack up really, really fast. So I find this to be quite enjoyable. It's better than Endless, honestly, I think. I mean, this is kind of Endless if you want it to be. I don't know if this is supposed to get harder, but I usually end up quitting out after I've cleared this out 2-3 times. We got our trident waiting for us somewhere. Where's our trident at? Oh, okay, top left. Got it. First set of Void Lords should be getting ready to appear. Oh, we gotta clear out the elites. That's what it is. Okay, well, let's clear them out. We still do have our guy here. Our little Reaper. Alright, one more. Here he is. I was wondering where you went. There he is. Let's go ahead and pick up our trident. go ahead and spend our stuff. Oh, looks like we have skill chain for earth skill increase. By the way, the coral skill counts as our earth skill. Leviathan. Oh, a 50% damage buff. Yes, please. Let's go agile, multicast, magnetic. There you go. And let's kill these lords. And of course, because we are melting stuff, they are going to die incredibly fast. You heard one of them go down. It's 2. 3. There we go. All of them down. And I do love that we're in like such tight corridors here for this fight, because that just makes this way easier. So we're gonna start focusing on these elites. We already have 12 of the 20 dead, which is pretty gnarly. The guys just went down and we're already almost in the next set. I need to kill this. There it goes. 3 more left. And we're still not all the way up to our trident, but close enough. We'll get there. Let's go ahead and work on this. Damage increase, light speed. Let's see, area effects good. Might as well go with some multicast, sure. Powerful strikes. Let's do some more horrific presence. I do more horrific presence because after a while, horrific presence will actually cause bleed, and bleed will go into poison if you get those synergistic benefits from that. So that's good to know. Oh, looks like they're trying to cross the beams. Not okay with that. That's okay, he's dead. The worst part about this is going to try to create a thumbnail, which I can get Sharknado in here. A lot of stuff on screen. Very busy. Alright. Looks like we need to clear out like 15, 20 more units for the next set of bosses. We're already 8 of 20, so that's pretty nutty. Alright. Let's see, go down here, take out... Oh, that's my trident. I don't want that. Saw a thing there. Almost new bosses come down. We'll actually be able to use a set of tridents for this boss. Gonna go ahead and use this skill right here. Let's go ahead and give us some more mobility, horrific presence, magnetic, sure, powerful strikes, hypothermia, also causes disarray. Sorry for the sniffles, again, sick, can't really help that part. And yeah, let's dispatch these guys as quick as we can. Just do a little dirty little circle around them. Yeah, we didn't even make it around. They all died. What happened? There were Void Lords there, right? They got summoned. They took their nap really quick. Yeah, that's absurd how much damage is being dealt out right now. So yeah. Myrmidon strong. So the symbols above us, by the way, I can see Colossal's the one that's the purple on the left. That increases AoE. The one next to it, that's form, that increases crit chance. The symbol next to that, it looks like a little triangle with 3 triangle sides. That is our artifact power that summons into the little Gilkin dudes. You can see little summons running next to us. And then the number that's fluctuating that has the icicles right there, that is our icy power. And we're also getting those because of stacks of form, as well as our Sharknado and the Sea Currents ability. Looks like we have another trident available to us, so we're going to take that just in time for these lords. Jesus. Who's left? Oh, that guy. Alright, just 4 more lords left and we'll be done with this run. 14 minutes in and we've already cleared almost 40 sets of lords. Or already 40 lords total. Oh, there's our Sharknados. Looking pretty great. We already ran out of our trident, and I'm hoping we'll have it built up in time for our next set of lords. We'll see. Seems to be an elite here, a couple elites actually, trying to just be annoying as hell. And also a shield tower over there. Let's go take that out. We should just be able to look at it, and yeah, it's gone. We can also look at that tower. Damn, I think I saw 300,000 and then it hit 2.1 million. Our trident is almost ready. Our trident is now ready. We have one drop right there. I'm gonna go ahead and collect all of these. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up our trident because it will last. They're just gonna delete these guys. I think I looked at one maybe and it disappeared. Hey guys. There you go. He's dead. That's everybody. I think I'm gonna do it one more time, honestly. Go ahead and oh, wait. I need to spend these real quick before I lose them. We're gonna get to Leviathan whenever we see it. See, there we go. 80% damage, cool. Armor at 64, nice. Go ahead and do, yeah, 88, sure. Movement speed, great. Relentless, yeah. Multicast, always. Can we get... Oh, there we go. Disarray causes bleed. Now stuff is going to die even faster than before. I should probably get some health buffs, too. Like, I still have the standard 100. Well, I got health from somewhere. Because I know at one point, I swear I only had like 160 health, and now I have 198. Oh well. Not too concerned about it. I just want to take out these elites, so that way we can face the first set of lords here. They are here. Where's my trident? There we go. See how fast we can melt these guys. They've got a lot of health. It doesn't matter though. Damn. I'm gonna have to go look at how much health that guy had, because I'm pretty sure he had a couple million, and we stared at him for like, I don't know, 3 seconds. We have so much damage. We killed the number of elites and managed to keep our trident up for the second set of lords to show up. That's pretty awesome. Now, given that probably a lot of this has to do with the fact that we had the trident up, we're still dying. Hello, guy. Got Lexi here. Cool. Alright, so yeah, the trident does make up a lot of the damage. It's pretty insane how much it adds up though, right? Let's focus fire him. I'm gonna save my trident for the next set. Oh, there's also a tower here. That probably could have been another reason why they weren't taking as much damage. Gonna take out this turret. Oh, we have 17 points too. God, we rack them up so fast. I forget honestly that I have them. can I get 20 levels before the next Lord shows up? Nope, that's fine. Oh, 20 levels. All right, awesome. Expansive, magnetic, sure, magnetic, attack speed, sure, why not? Skill chain, slow, damage increase 50%. That's awesome. Magnetic. We can go be we can do some more damage modifier. Damn, that's such a good thing. Crit chance, why not? Skill chain, ice to thrust, hypothermia, merciless to 132% increased crit damage, multicast. God, it's just easy to become broken in this game. All right, let's see how fast we can kill him. There we go. There's one down. These guys have upwards of 100 million health and still, like, dead. I'm kind of in awe of it, honestly. I think we're going to make this like my last little circle here, or my last series of Void Lords. I think I've pretty much more or less shown what I was really trying to point to, which is how absurd this build is, or this character in general. All right, we also have the Trident up as well. I don't even know if I knew where Alexei was, and he still died. There you go. Just a casual 4.5 million damage on a tower in like 2 seconds. If only I knew which one of these guys were elites, I'd like focus fire them. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Gonna pick up our Trident. And we're on our last set. Let's go ahead and use our abilities. We're inflicting bleed now, so yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Bleed makes poison, sure, why not? Not that we're gonna be going that much further. Just adding insult to injury. And we're so fast, we don't even need a dash. We literally just outmaneuver their laser beam abilities. There you go. And he's dead. That's all the crystals there. And look at all the little Gilkin guys. They're following us around. I believe they are stunning enemies with this weapon. So as you can see here, like I was trying to point out, Avalanche and Light Beam were our most powerful abilities, doing 1.5 billion and 1.4 billion respectively. Oceanic Strike is the ability that comes off of using our Trident, so it was the second most powerful. That's how strong that Trident is that we only have it up every so often to still outperform everything else. Sea Current and Jawstorm or Sharknado, performing middle of the pack. Frozen Icicles, I think that's from our passive. Gilkin Servants is our artifact power weapon, and Abyssal Fissure is the main damage ability that we had right here. So we didn't level it up a lot. That's probably a reason why I didn't do a lot of damage, but I wasn't really necessarily thinking it was going to do a lot of damage anyways. But that being the case, look at that. We had Sharknado and Sea Currents at 17 and 21 with giant damage modifiers, and still, that being the case, Avalanche and Light Beam outperforming them wholeheartedly. And Fury of the Depths we're not really worried about because we replaced that with Precision Wave, which of course isn't a damaging ability, but more or less increases our stat bonuses for crit chance. So yeah, that is a showcase of the Myrmidon. I'm going to go in here And we can also look at showing you how to upgrade your weapon again. You just go over to the blacksmith. If I want to do this one again, you can see it gets 27 to 30% damage modifier, 45 to 50% area modifier. And it looks like if we do another increase here, oh, well, we get a movement speed boost here. Whoa, a 2% movement speed? What? That's insane. I'm such a mad lad. And then I don't know if it can actually increase this past 10, but I mean, look at that. Looks like I need to get some more meteorite as well as some iron. But now we have a whale the reef at plus 10, which for me honestly is pretty crazy, seeing as how I don't think I have a single other character's weapon leveled up, period. I've just put a lot of time into the Myrmidon today. And we'll go ahead and look at seeing what else we have to max out here. I know that there's a couple of things here before I quit for the day. Looks like you still need to put 3 points there. 3, that's 8. 12. 13, 14, 15. 20 points. So I still have 20 more points in the Myrmidon to go before I max it out. What did that put the character at? Oh, okay. Well, alright then, that's 100. That's a weird level. Is that really? Am I missing another skill somewhere that I haven't leveled up? Maybe that one too. Okay. Anyways, that's the Myrmidon. What do you think of it? Is there a certain build you want to see? Are there certain runes you want to see? Let me know down in the comments, or if you want to see more gameplay from Soulstone Survivor. Definitely one of my more games that one of the games I play the most often, just, you know, when I want to turn my brain off and do a lot of damage. That being said, you guys take care, and I will catch you all in my next video. Later.